What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with week 5 of the BHDL. I know some of you, not all of you, but some of you are probably wondering, where's week 3? Well, my OBS crashed. Some of you are probably also wondering, where's week 4? Well, um, let's just say, when I drafted a certain Pokemon, I thought I had a certain terror on it, and I forgot that the last moment I actually changed that Terra. So even though I won the game, I technically lost, and it just didn't feel right to me to upload a game that I won, even though I technically lost. So, because the Terra didn't really impact the game like that, but at the same time, yeah, for transparency purposes, I did not want to post that game. So yeah, week 3 and week 4, not is yeah, you're just not going to get it. We're currently 1-3, just to be transparent. And we really can't lose any more games going forward. We can kind of afford to lose one more, but preferably we don't want to lose any more. But yeah, we're taking on someone today who's kind of in a similar boat. We're taking on Capt B-Nard, coach of the Philadelphia Pidgeys. Granted, they're doing a little better than us. They're 2-2 as opposed to 1-3, but they're in a similar boat. Like, they really don't want to lose any more games going forward. This will be the second time we've played them in BHDL history, and as per usual, they have a pretty crazy team because his team consists of Hawlucha, Weezingale, Incineroar, Gastrodon, Malchold, Mesprit, Terra Berserker, who can Terra into Water, Ghost, or Stellar. Spoiler alert, I don't expect Berserker to come. Trevenant, Terra Probopass, who can Terra into Grass, Flying, or Ground, and then last but not least, the Jolteon. And for those of you who maybe you've noticed, maybe you haven't, but we made some few changes to the team. So we no longer have the Terra on Tinkatuff. We still have Tinkatuff though, but we also dropped Mandibuzz in favor of Low Kicks. We dropped Oricorio in favor of Staraptor, and we also dropped Shaman in favor of a Terra Lurantis, who can Terra into Water, Fairy, or Steel. The reason I lost last week, I thought I could Terra into Poison because that was like my original plan, but one of my friends talked me into being Terra Fairy instead, and I forgot about it. But it's my fault. That's up to me. I'm supposed to double check stuff like that, right? And then just for the heck of it, we had 1 point less, so we picked up Score Bunny. So if we make it to the playoffs, I can say I took Score Bunny to the playoffs twice, because I've definitely done it before. But yeah, in regards to my opponent's team though, so I'm expecting the top 3: Hawlucha, Weezing, and Incineroar. I feel like Weezing could be Neutralizing Gas or Levitate, because he doesn't really switch into like so Quagsire could be annoying, like a Toxic Stall set could be kind of annoying, so like a Levitate Weezing could be the best bet for him, but at the same time, Neutralizing Gas could be really good to deal with Low Kicks and Staraptor, so it depends. Incineroar definitely comes because it helps deal with Staraptor and Low Kicks by weakening us, to -1. Hawlucha is a setup sweeper. I highly doubt he leaves it at home, and it does get Mold Breaker, so it can actually bypass unaware. So it kind of just depends. I think he brings Terra Probopass. It's definitely not going to be Terra Grass. We have a Skeledirge, a Low Kicks, and a Staraptor, so it's going to be either Terra Flying or Terra Ground. I'm leaning more towards Terra Ground, but I mean I can see why it could also be Terra Flying maybe, because there's like Lurantis and Lurantis Low Kicks, like Terra Blast. You get the idea. I feel like Jolteon comes. It's his fastest mon, as well as a really hard-hitting mon. He typically runs a spec set, which after doing calcs, kind of just does a lot of damage throughout my team. So it's really good for chipping stuff on my team. And then I thought the last slot goes to either Gastrodon or Trevenant. I can see why Gastrodon would come, but I can see why Trevenant would come. I don't expect Malchold, Mesprit, or Berserker at all. So to combat this team, we decided first and foremost we're going to bring Bubbles, the Low Kicks, who's been rocking his Silver Powder this week. I ain't gonna lie, before this week I did not know what the heck Silver Powder was. One of my friends, a good old friend of mine, Raymond, a 2-time champion, brought Silver Powder to my attention, and I was like, huh. After doing some calcs, I was like, you know what? Let's try this. We're Tinted Lens for the ability, 248 HP, 252 attack, 8 defense, Adamant Nature with First Impression, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, and U-Turn. This thing is mainly here to help revenge kill Jolteon and Hawlucha. So Jolteon just straight up gets 50% of the time it gets one-shotted by First Impression. If Hawlucha tries to set up on us, if we get any kind of chip on it, we can kill it with First Impression. Knockoffs for removing items, Sucker Punches for after First Impression's been used, of course, and then we have U-Turn for pivoting. If the Weezing is not neutralizing gas, we can actually do a good amount of damage with Knockoff, but it depends. But yeah, that is low kicks, mainly here to help us deal with Hawlucha, Jolteon, and to an extent Incineroar. Next on the team roster, we have our guy, the one, the only, Suicide Squad, the Staraptor, who's going to be rocking his Choice Scarf this week. Reckless for the ability, 60 HP, 252 attack, 196 speed, Adamant Nature. So we're speed creeping a Choice Scarf Mesprit. I don't think he's going to bring that. I don't think he's bringing Mesprit at all, but just in case, hey, we're faster than it. Otherwise, I would just run like almost like max HP, because we're like, I want to say it's like 200 HP Bees we're allowed to run and still outspeed Jolteon, but just in case he's scarfed on something, let's just run a Choice Scarf to be safe, and not get too greedy. So we're Adamant Nature with Double Edge, Close Combat, Brave Bird, and U-Turn. If Trevenant doesn't come, Double Edge is just super free into the team. And if it does come, okay, we just have to like click Brave Bird, albeit, you know, Probopass is there, but at the same time, after it tears, we can just hit it really hard. We have Close Combat specifically, if not only for the Incineroar, and then well, I guess Probopass, but it can just Terra, right? And then we have U-Turn for pivoting. So I see this guy being like a really good like late game setup sweeper, especially if the if he's Mold Breaker on Hawlucha instead of Unburden. So yeah, that remains to be seen. But yeah, that is Suicide Squad. Next on the team roster is something I really, you know, I'm kind of excited to try. I thought about bringing Goodra, but you know, I kind of really did snipe Cap off of Goodra, so out of respect for him, I didn't want to bring Goodra and feel like I'm rubbing it in his face. So instead, what I'm going to bring is Thor the Raichu, who's going to be rocking his Adrenaline Orb. So for those who don't know how this works, if Incineroar comes in and intimidates me, we get a +1 speed boost. We're Lightning Rod for the Jolteon, 224 HP, 252 special attack, 32 speed, so at +1 we'll outspeed the whole team. Modest Nature with Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Surf, and Nasty Plot. The only thing we can't touch with this is Trevenant, but like Weezing gets one-shotted by a +2 Thunderbolt. Obviously Hawlucha does. If the Incineroar is Boots instead of AV, we can potentially one-shot him with Surf. Gastrodon, if we can get Hazards up with a certain somebody later on, gets one-shotted by Grass Knot. Jolteon, if we can... So here's the thing, we can two-shot him with a +2 Surf, but at the same time, even if he specs, he doesn't two-shot us, so typically we're going to win that 1v1 anyway, and then if we can get rocks up, we can one-shot the Probopass, depending on if we can guess the Terra or not, because if he's Terra Ground, Grass Knot definitely one-shots him, and if he's Terra Flying, well, obviously Thunderbolt one-shots him, so yeah. And only we can't touch is Trevenant, so hopefully he doesn't bring Trevenant, otherwise we'll have to wait for Trevenant to die, and then regardless we have to test the waters with Incineroar to see if it's AV or Boots, but that's what rocks are for. But yeah, that is Thor. Next on the team roster is our Terra Captain for the week. It's the one, the only, Reginald the Kamala, who's going to be rocking his Assault Vest, Comatose for the ability, Terra Ground, 252 HP, 252 attack, 4 defense, Adamant Nature with Rapid Spin to remove any hazards that could possibly come up, Knockoff to remove items, and then for our main attacking moves we have Ice Spinner and Earthquake, which kind of accounts for pretty much the whole team, give or take. Earthquake accounts for Jolteon, Probopass, Weezing that's not levitating, Incineroar. Ice Spinner accounts for the any of the Terras on Probopass. It accounts for Trevenant. It also accounts for the Hawlucha. And then if for some reason Mesprit comes, well, we do have knockoff, so that will hurt. I don't expect Berserker or Malshold, and then we don't have a way to hit the Gastrodon really hard, but at the same time, I think it'll be okay. Next on the team roster, we have our Hazard Setter, the one, the only, Swag Sire, who's going to be rocking his Rocky helmet, no pun intended, unaware for his ability, 252 HP, 148 defense, 60 spit up. Basically, we don't get two-shotted by anything on this team. Not even... If something doesn't hit us hard, it's going to be a 3-shot, trust me. 48 speed, so we can outspeed the Gastrodon. We have our Impish Nature with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Avalanche, Recover. This thing is mainly built to help me not lose to Hawlucha. So Rocky Helmet chip into Avalanche will kill it, because Avalanche doubles in power if you get hit first, hence the reason I'm not running Ice Punch or like Ice Beam. But yeah, man, this guy's mainly here to get up hazards and help me not lose to Hawlucha. Not really much more to it. And then also Foresight Incineroar, because he's probably going to be scared of me. So that's like a free recover or whatever. But yeah, that's Swag Sire. Next on the team roster is, last but not least, the one, the only, Danny DeVito, who's going to be rocking his Power Herb this week. Unaware for the ability, 248 HP, 20 defense, 240 special attack, modest nature with Torch Song, Shadow Ball, Earth Power, Solar Beam. Nothing on this team is capable of one-shotting me. We have Torch Song to help boost our special attack. If Gastrodon comes in on us, we can just blow it up with a Solar Beam. Or if the Probopass is Terra Ground, we can just blow it up with a Solar Beam. Earth Power is clearly here for the Jolteon, the Incineroar. If Incineroar is boosted, not AV, a +1 Earth Power, Torch Song into Earth Power will kill it. And then we two-shot the Weezing like with Torch Song, or we can just blow it up with Earth Power. It kind of just depends. And then the Trevenant obviously just dies to a Torch Song. But yeah, guys, that's the team. Not much more needs to be said. I think I said everything that needs to be said. And without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Captain B-Nard. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with Captain B-Nard. He has brought Probopass, Mesprit, Hawlucha, Trevenant, the, what do you call this thing? Incineroar, and Weezing. So no Jolteon. Okay. So I think we just lead off with... Actually, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We're going to lead off with low kicks. I don't see a... There's no Jolteon to worry about. So he brought Trevenant. Okay. Trevenant. Alright. So yeah, we're going to just lead low kicks, I think, and just take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. I feel like his leads are either going to be... It's either Weezing, and we just U-turn into Kamala. Trevenant, we just knock off. Or Mesprit, and once again, we just... Well, first impression, U-turn. Like, it really doesn't matter. That's why I feel like what his leads is. I don't think he leads Incineroar. Don't think he doesn't lead Hawlucha, and I don't think he leads, what's the other one he had? Oh, there's no Gastrodon here either. Okay, so let's see. So our tech isn't going to get a chance to work. Well, it depends, because if Probopass is... Okay, so here comes Fancy Boy. Neutralizing gas. Okay, that's cool. So we're going to U-turn out into... So we're going to U-turn out into... Who do you want to go into? Is he Rocky Helmet? Let's find that out right now. So he's not Rocky. Okay. To be safe, let's just go into Kamala. Because I don't see a... Yeah, let's go into Kamala. Let's keep it simple. Let's go into Kamala. And we're going to go for a Earthquake. What does he go for? T-Spikes. Okay. Alright. T-Spikes are up. That's cool. I think we knock him off this turn. Yeah, I think we go for... So, I mean, if Trevenant comes in, we could knock it off. I think we go into... I think we just Rapid Spin here. Because if Trevenant comes in... cool stuff. And if not... You know, Big Woody. Okay. So he has to go for a grass move here? We should have just went for a knockoff. Let's see. Do we take a hit from Big Woody? Let's find out together. Kamala. Trevenant. So, we do a lot of damage. Ooh, hold up. I mean... So we don't want to lose our Kamala, but who switches into this? Well, we could just go into Bubbles. We could just go into Bubbles, I guess. There's also Dirge. See, here's the thing. For him to kill us, we're just gonna go for a knockoff. Let's see what he... So he had a citrus berry. We might can live this? Okay. And now we just go for an ice spinner? Or we just go for another knockoff? Let's just go for an ice... I mean... Maybe Incineroar comes in. So we're just gonna go for a Earthquake. We're just gonna go for an Earthquake. If Incineroar comes in, we're gonna do a lot of damage to it. If for some reason he wants to preserve this, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, he gets that. That's what's up. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with the T-Spikes. It is what it is. We're just gonna have to deal with them. So we're gonna go into you now. We're just gonna go into Danny DeVito. I did not know this thing got sucker punched. That's cool stuff. We're just gonna go to Danny DeVito and go for the Torch Song. We're just gonna go for the Torch Song. So we do have to just deal with the stuff, but we're gonna go for a Torch Song here though. Let's see what he does. He has to go into whatchamacallit here. And we're gonna find out whether or not it is we're gonna find out based on this damage whether or not he's AV or not. So are you AV? The answer is maybe. Let's see. Incineroar. Can't get my words out. Incineroar. He's definitely AV. Okay. So we're gonna go into Quagsire. We're gonna go into Quagsire. Do we go into Quagsire? Yeah, we're gonna go into Quagsire. Do we go into Quagsire? Yeah, we go into Quagsire. Let's go into Quagsire. Kinda wish I would've... I mean, I don't know a lot about Trevenant. I didn't know he got Sucker Punch. So that's good. That's good. Good prep on his part. Good prep on his part. We have to just deal with these webs. It is what it is. Wow. Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that doesn't matter, but hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna go for a Stealth Rock here. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that doesn't matter, but hey, you know, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. That definitely mattered, though. That absolutely mattered. Absolutely mattered. So we're gonna go for a Stealth Rock here. I don't think we're in range of another knockoff. Well, of course we're not, because we don't have whatchamacallit, an item on, so it's gonna do less damage than it would have before. That's like some crap, though. That is definitely some crap. However, I think if we get rocks up and then bring Dirge back in, this thing is hitting so hard. I can't believe that's how the game started off, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's see, what is he going to next? So there's no... So we have to deal with Mesprit this game. Okay. So we need to keep low kicks around for sure. We need to keep low kicks around for sure. My Spirit. This thing. Did we just die to poison this turn? Because if we do... Okay. That means we can just go into, low kicks. Is this how I want to start the game out? No. But I mean, hey, the crit was definitely unfortunate. We can't complain about it now. It was just unfortunate. Now we gotta just play our way out of it. So we're going to go for a U-turn. He has to respect the first impression. We're going to go for a U-turn because he has to respect the first impression. And we shouldn't die to a flamethrower if he's scarfed. So yeah, he has to respect the first impression. So we're going to go for a U-turn here. Otherwise he just loses his Mesprit. Actually, I don't think we die to a flamethrower anyway. And we should outspeed him, because let's say he's Specs, for example, right? We should still be faster than him. So let's see, what does he go for? What is he going to go for? Because the only thing that wants to come in on this is Wheezing. Albeit, he could go into Wheezing. I mean, not Wheezing, but Trevenant. He could just sack his Trevenant, but let's see. Does he sack Trevenant? Yep, Big Woody gets sacked. Okay. So, let's see. No U-turn for us. No U-turn for us. So, Big Woody. So, Quagsire gets a kill from the dead. Let's see. I'm assuming the freaking, I mean, he could go into Incineroar. I mean, I don't know, because Incineroar will take a lot of damage from us. However, we should outspeed it. And what I think we'll do is, well, we don't have a switch in to freaking Incineroar anymore, so, This has gotten interesting. Fancy boy. Okay. He's probably going to try to get another layer of spikes up, if I take a guess. So we're going to U-turn for Chip. We're going to U-turn for Chip. And then just go, and then just, because he's going to do one of two things. He's going to defog, which will remove his hazards as well. Or there's a chance he goes and just sets another layer up. But regardless, we don't really mind. We don't mind. We really don't mind. We really don't mind. So the fact that he doesn't have Gastrodon makes me want to believe that maybe the Probopass is going to be Terra Ground? I doubt it'll be Terra Grass. I doubt it'll be Terra Grass. And if he defogs here, okay. That just means, you know. So let's see. He could send a layer of spikes, but let's see what happens. Dark Pulse. Okay. Good play. Good play. Good play. Can't deny it. Good play. This is definitely annoying. This is annoying already. So we're going to just go for a... I mean... Okay, what do we do here? Do we Torch Song, or do we just Earth Power? I think we Torch Song. Or maybe we should have Earth Powered, I'm not sure. This game is definitely not starting out the way I would have liked, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. He could go for another Dark Pulse, and it will kill us. But at the same time, if we get big damage on this thing, I'm not going to be complaining. Because we know he has T-Spikes, Dark Pulse. Yeah, let's see what else he has up his sleeve. Okay, so does Incineroar come in? My Spirit, okay. So we're going to just fire off a Torch Song here. This thing probably has Shadow Ball, right? This thing probably has Shadow Ball, right? He's not gonna Flamethrower us, so I'm gonna just go into Bubbles here. Because I'm assuming he has Shadow Ball. I'm pretty sure he has Shadow Ball. Pretty sure he has Shadow Ball. And what I think I'm going to actually do is just U-turn into Raichu. I'm going to just U-turn into Raichu. So let's see what he's going to do. I'm assuming he Shadow Balls us this turn. I'm going to assume he Shadow Balls this turn. I really wish I would have just knocked the Trevenant off the first time I saw it. We would still have our Komala here, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. If he goes for a Flamethrower, okay. So your screens. That's good. That's great, I guess. We're just gonna U-turn again. I'm pretty sure, because we outspeed this thing, so we're just gonna U-turn into Raichu, I think. U-turn into Raichu. I think it's important that we keep Bubbles around. Yep. He can't risk it. Fancy Boy comes back out. We're just gonna go into Raichu. And, we're just gonna go into Raichu, bro. And we're going to Nasty Plot. We're gonna go into Raichu and we're gonna Nasty Plot. Okay. Unfortunately, Raichu does get poisoned here, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Because I wonder if Incineroar is... AV. If it's AV... Alright, we're going to find out together. We are going to find out together. We're going to find out together. So, we're just going to Nasty Plot right here. He could attack us, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he wants to preserve this for low kicks and, yeah, mainly low kicks and Star Raptors, so we're just going to Nasty Plot here, because the only thing I see that's switching in is maybe Incin. He could also go back into his Spirit. Let's see. Okay. We're just going to Nasty Plot here. And then fire off a Thunderbolt. We're just going to Nasty Plot and fire off a Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure you're in range. Pretty sure you're in range. I'm confident you're in range. Pretty sure you're in range, and we should outspeed you because you seem to be a support set. So we're just going to fire off a Thunderbolt here. We're just going to fire off a Thunderbolt here. Let's see what he does. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Raichu should pick this off. Alright. So that's one for Raichu. Incineroar could come in. You never know. Let's see. So Mesprit is down and Trevenant is down. Bro, I really want to catch him. I really want Incineroar to come in. Please come in. Please come in. Okay, here we go. Big bucks. So you're... Okay, so you're AV. You're AV. This should pop our stuff. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna take this thing out right here. You're you're definitely AV, but you're in range now, bro. You're in range. You're absolutely in range. You're absolutely in range. That's fine. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. We're just gonna surf. We are just going to surf. We are just going to surf. I don't think he wants to actually switch anything into this, so we're just gonna surf. Let's see, what happens? What happens? What happens? We gotta deal with those screens for a few more turns as well, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This should be 2 for Raichu, though. Because, like, he has to... You're not gonna switch Hawlucha into this. I don't think you want to switch Weezing into this. And I mean, at least Probopass, but I mean, do you want to switch Probopass into a potential, you know? I don't think so. Okay. So who's going to come in on this? Weezing, I'm guessing? Mustachio. Oh, we're about to do so much damage to you. Okay. So we're going to just go for another one. There's no reason not to. So I think we die this turn to those. But it is what it is. But we know Incineroar is Boots. We know he's Boots. Not Boots, but AV. So we're just going to go for another one. Even if you're Terra Grass, you're not going to take this. Even if he's Terra Grass, he's not going to take this. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. Regardless, even if he is... Oh, he's Terra Ground. Yeah, okay. So that's 2 for Raichu. Probopass goes down. Probopass goes down. So, Incineroar can only come in on rocks 2 more times. Please don't die to poison. Please live on 1. Ah, crap. Okay, so that's 2 for Weezing. So I think what we have to do here now is... Okay, who comes in now? I'm guessing... Okay, so let me think. Who would he switch in at this moment? He has to go into... He could bring Incineroar back out, but he could also bring Weezing back out. Here's the thing, if Incineroar comes in, we can just U-turn. If Weezing comes in... You know what? Let's just go into Skeleturge and see what we get ourselves into. Let's just go into Skeleturge and see what we get ourselves into. This game will get very, very hard if we can't weaken this Weezing. So whatever's coming in is going to be slower than us, so I'm guessing it's Weezing. Rey Mysterio. Okay. He has Mold Breaker. Okay. We're going to go for a Torch Song. Oh wait, oops. He could freaking, whatchamacallit, throat chop us. Granted, from here it just kills us, but after this, we can just go into... Okay. We're gonna just go for, yeah, we're just gonna go for this. So, what it's going to come down to is whether or not... Okay. So there's going to be there's a handful of things we need to go right. So first of all, we're going to just go for a first impression. There's no reason not to. Now, if he has Protect, good on him. So that's 0-1. Hawlucha has 1. What it's going to really come down to is whether or not we can break, Weezing or not. Because it's gonna be, we definitely have an uphill battle trying to break that Weezing. We're gonna have an uphill battle trying to break that Weezing. So low kicks takes this thing out. Okay. We have a decision to make. Because let me see. How much damage is Staraptor doing to Weezing? Let me see. Okay, so he has a good amount of, okay. We need to knock him off. Okay, I think he's in range of Brave Bird now. I think he's in range of Brave Bird. So we have to just fire off a... let's see. Here's the thing, if we can kill him, we win. If we don't, then hey, it is what it is. What move do we want to go for? Let's go for... Well, doesn't really matter, does it? Let me double check this. Like, he dies to this, right? Because let me see, if you're down to... He's in the yellow. Like, he's definitely in the yellow. Because let me see, how much damage was the low kick supposed to do to Weezing? We did... Okay, he might actually be in range now. We had to just cross our eyes and pray. Okay? Pray with me, guys. 1, 2, 3, Brave Bird. Please kill. Please kill. Please kill. That's my Staraptor. And we shouldn't die to a fake out. We shouldn't die to a fake out. So down goes the Weezing. You were so annoying. And now you're out of here. You're out of here. And you might just die to rocks. Actually, no, you don't. It doesn't matter that we got intimidated. We still killed this thing, bro. He can fake us out, but it's not going to kill us. Yep. So we're just going to fire off a good old Brave Bird and end the game. Bro, I swear, if he somehow lives this, I'm going to be so disappointed. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, anyway, GG's to the good old Captain B-Nard. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out, everybody.